I just left a Elon Musk Doge Democrat protest in front of a Tesla dealership here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. What a bunch of nutcases. And I came down here with my camera, my DJI camera, to make a vlog, which I will have on my channel later today. You will not want to miss it. These liberals are not just nuts. I mean, they are certifiably insane. And what is scary to me is just a couple months ago, these were the people running the country. So there's a Tesla dealership. It's Saturday, of course. There's a Tesla dealership in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And this is the town I grew up in. I talk about it a lot. Fort Lauderdale. It's my favorite town in Florida. This is where I grew up. And my mother lives here in Fort Lauderdale. And there's a Tesla dealership on US 1 Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And they have a protest going on in front of it. And they saw me, and I have my MAGA hat on, but I also have my Doge shirt on. And I just went through with my DJI camera and just walked through the crowd, and you'll hear them when I put the video up. They start surrounding me. They got their cameras out. They're filming me. Someone told me my mother is a whore. One lady said he must be Cuban, whatever that means. She's talking about me. And it was, it was rough, especially when you're all alone. And I'll put the video up on the channel later. I got to get home to do that. But yeah, these... a caller called me on the air yesterday and told me about it. I did not know about it, so I decided, well, I'll go there. So I came down here today, and they have a lot of people here, but they were definitely triggered by the MAGA hat and the Doge shirt. Well, what's crazy about it, and they get very stalker-like. Like, there was one man and woman who just were filming me and just following me the whole time that I was walking around. And I said, oh, this is my stalker, and it was just very bizarre. And he's like, why are you here? And I said, where, the town I grew up in, And they get angrier and angrier and more, and they are insane. Gene, they are insane. And what it's really sad, because a lot of Fort Lauderdale has a large gay population, so a lot of these protesters are gay activists. And I didn't say much. I was just there with my Doge shirt on and my Make America Great Again hat, and they did 99.9% of the talking. I said very little, and you'll hear them on the video. And I said, this is what diversity looks like, right? I mean, here you've got a group of people that believe that they support diversity, but there's someone who has a differing opinion to them, and they're all over you. It was really... It was not friendly. It was not friendly. I wasn't expecting it to be friendly, and they keep telling me that I'm trying to instigate, and I will get what I want, and she'll be there to witness it and film it, which that sounds like a threat to me. And I did leave as it was starting to get a little more heated, because more and more people were showing up. There were some police that were doing security for the Tesla dealership, and as more and more people were showing up surrounding me, I was getting lost in this sea of liberal lunatics, and they were starting to get a little more riled up with the name calling and getting up close in front of me and everything, and I could sense that things were going to elevate. So I got out of there because what they, what they were setting me up for was somebody to strike me, to attack me, and then have a witness that I did it. Gay people that are in your face with a camera like this close, telling you your mother's a whore and things like that. Yeah, that can, some of them are. No, I am in my. I have my Vespa, and I got it right here. And I'm right behind the Vespa dealership where I bought the Vespa. So I've got to drive by the protest when I leave, but I left sooner than I planned. But when I looked around, and all of a sudden I couldn't see anything but people. I was just surrounded by people. I couldn't see the road. I could barely see the sidewalk. I couldn't see the police anymore. And then when the woman said to me, "He's trying to instigate us. He's trying to instigate us." You know what I mean? And then she says to me, "You're going to get what you want, and I'm going to be here to witness and film it." So then I knew things were getting ready to get elevated to another level. So I better get out of here. I don't want to get assaulted, and I didn't really want my camera to be broken too, because it's a new camera that I'm taking on the cruise next week. I got that camera for the cruise. My original thought was, I'd like to interview some of these people, but there's no talking to them. There's just no talking to them. Any talking you do angers them to another level, and they just keep good. There was a time years ago I went to a protest, and a Democrat recognized me, from being on the radio, and hit me in the face, right here with their forearm, right here. And then she went and told a police officer that I hit her. And then the police officer asked if I hit that lady, and I said, well, my nose hit her arm when she hit me with her forearm. And then her friend said, "I saw him, officer, he hit her." And the police here are very liberal in this town. They're not on our side. They're not on the side of law and order. They're on the side of these lunatics. So, you gotta leave before they set you up. But they were definitely building up to do something. It's really sad, because I really wanted to interview some of these people and get their thought. Can you hear horns? Those are horns in support of these people. I mean, that's how left-wing this town is. A lot of them are parked in this parking lot, because when I got here, I saw people leaving with their signs. They're honking in support of the lunatics in front of the Tesla dealership. So they have police officers, but all they're doing is keeping people off the entrance and the exit into the dealership. Yeah, they're nuts. You'll see, they're completely insane. One lady came up and asked me if I work for Doge, because I got this Doge shirt on. I got this shirt for the cruise. It's the first time I wore it. Yeah, I know I did. I wore this on the radio once, I think. Yeah, this is the second time I wore it. And they were chanting, "This is what democracy looks like." And some of them asked me where my friends are. And I said, "In the White House, running the country." They didn't like that too much. That didn't go over too well. Well, my guess is that these are just people out of the lunatic asylum. But it was getting heated at the end. I'd like to go back and show you guys, but it's just not gonna.
I love your hat.
Thank you.
Crazy motherfucker.
Yeah. He says, "I love your hat. You're a crazy motherfucker to wear that." This kid just said to me. Around here. Well, this is a very liberal town. You know, it's a very liberal town, Fort Lauderdale. So, see, here's some protesters walking to it now. These guys here. You'll see them walk by in a second. They've got signs. They're walking to the protest. Those two guys. See, they got their sign. And his umbrella. He's got his umbrella and his sign. They're a little late. Oh my goodness. You know, you know what it's like? It's like being surrounded by a bunch of Greta Thunbergs. This is what it's like, you know? Now. And for some reason, they think they put the this is a funny thing. They put the cameras in your face and film you to try to intimidate you for some reason. And I've seen liberals do this at many places. I don't know why they think that's intimidating, but you know. Yeah, I can still hear the horns. The protest goes for about another hour. You got to feel, a Cybertruck drove by. Oh my goodness, they freaked out when they saw a Cybertruck drive out of the dealership. But you know, it's really terrible that they do it because, you know, it's Saturday. They're in front of the Tesla dealership. This is like the busiest day at the car dealership, and they're doing that. Oh no, you don't want to have any. You don't want to have anything. You just want to be yourself. You know, you don't want to bring anything because, you know, they're looking. No, I was not intimidated. I walked through the crowd back and forth many times. You'll see on the video. I'm going to upload the video here on the channel, and you'll see it. But no, they do not celebrate diversity. That's for sure, liberals. You know, liberals loved Elon Musk, you know, and you know, most of the Teslas are owned by Democrats. Yeah, I mean, they're, you know, I mean, if a Democrat comes to a MAGA rally, they're treated with love, you know, but one MAGA hat. This guy, he says, who do you think you are being here? I'm like, where? In the town I grew up in? I mean, this is my town, Fort Lauderdale. I love Fort Lauderdale. It's amazing. You know, could you imagine if Trump would not have won the election? Could you imagine? We wouldn't be able to have this conversation right now. No, we're the majority. A cult is like a small group. The Never Trumpers are the cult. Now, if you're new to my channel, my name's Brian. This is where MAGA comes to talk. Oh, I just got a text from my friend Dan. Dan, I see, if you're watching, I just got your text. Where are you nearby? We can have a drink if you're nearby before I go home. No, it was, you know, these leftists, I mean, oh, hold on. You might, hold on, guys. You might lose the feed. 2 drinks ahead? I need a drink after being, I need a drink and a shower. Ah. I'm going to, hold on a second here. The American dream is not a cult. It's a blessing from God. Absolutely. Tequila. Now, I had a tequila last weekend with Dr. Appleton. I had lunch with Dr. Appleton last weekend. I had a shot of tequila and a Corona, and he had water. Yeah, well, hopefully I can wash off. I'm going to run, but if you're new,